Hi guys, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a brand new video on what I'm going to tell you. But first, pay attention on what the video is based on. What was the first part of the video? I'm sure everyone will agree with me about the human tendency that we always focus on some extra benefits that we can get. It's all about ye dil mange more. So, like in the pani puri shop, I had five pani puris in my plate, but my focus was what extra can I get? Was it masala puri? Similarly, I do have a lot of shares in my Demat account, but my focus will be what extra can I get from the available shares in my Demat account. In the previous part of the video, I was talking about that extra benefit that everyone wants. That extra benefit is nothing but margin money, and you can get that margin money by pledging your existing shares. Now, let's understand what do we mean by pledging of shares. It's something like you actually ask for more money based on whatever shares you have, kind of like a gold loan where you actually give gold to the bank and you ask for some money against that, a loan against this gold. But what happens in this case, understand, you don't have to give your shares to anyone else. Okay, you will get margin, you will get kind of a loan, but you need not give your shares anywhere. Shares remain in your own Demat account. It's just that these are locked. You're not allowed to sell these shares before you unlock these shares. So let's understand what will happen. If you want to pledge the shares, you have to follow a specific procedure which we are going to discuss at the end of this video. So first of all, you'll have to pledge the shares. What happens? There'll be a lock on your shares. You will get a margin against that, and you will be able to sell these shares only if you unlock these shares. Now let's understand what all can be pledged. Number one, obviously your stocks can be pledged. Number two, ETFs, which are the exchange traded funds, can also be pledged. SGBs, that's your sovereign gold bonds, can be pledged. Number four, active mutual funds can also be pledged. Please understand, passive mutual funds are not allowed to be pledged. Once you pledge them, whatever you get is known as a margin. So will you get the entire money as margin money? No. So for example, let us understand, I pledge all these securities worth 10 lakh rupees. Okay, I'll get some percentage of 10 lakh rupees. So let us say 20% is cut and 80% is what I get as a margin money. This 20%, whatever is deducted, that's like a safety margin which the lender will keep. And this safety margin, that cut, is very commonly known as a haircut in brokering terms. Okay, so I hope you have understood the concept of what is a haircut. In my example, haircut will be 2 lakhs. In my example, the amount of securities pledged is 10 lakhs and the margin money which I got is 8 lakhs. I do talk about opening an account in Zerodha in so many of my videos, but I'll tell you what is the biggest advantage of having your account in Zerodha and also buying your mutual funds through their Coin app. Now let us understand that you have bought mutual funds worth rupees 10 lakhs through your Coin app. Those mutual funds can also be pledged and you can avail a margin against these mutual funds as well. So it's as good as pledging mutual fund units which are purchased through Coin and buying shares in Zerodha by availing the margin. So if you want to open an account with Zerodha, you can check out the link in the description box. Let's quickly understand what are the advantages of pledging. Number one, you can reuse your capital. The point which I said. Otherwise, the 10 lakh worth shares were like my dead investment. I was not able to reuse the same capital. So if I pledge, I can reuse a part of that. In my example, if you remember, 8 lakhs was the reusable capital. Number two is time saving. I'll give you a simple example. Assume that you are buying a share and achanak say you are very much excited to buy a specific share at that price and you place the order, and that's the error message that you get. Insufficient funds, you will not be in a position to buy this. Order is rejected. Hey Bhagwan. Instead of this, what better solution could have been? You would have pledged your shares, you would have gotten the margin. First, buy the shares based on this margin money, and then you can pay in, right? So it is definitely time saving. So number 3 is possibility of an incremental return on your collateral. I'll give you again a simple example. Assume that you have put your debt mutual fund as a collateral. What will happen? Will you keep on getting interest on that? Okay. Or I'll give you another example. Instead of a debt mutual fund, assume that you have some liquid Bs. If you are not aware about what is liquid Bs, let me know in the comment section. I'll make a separate video on liquid Bs, nifty Bs, gold Bs, all put to one. Okay. So assume you have liquid Bs which you have put as a collateral. You keep on getting interest on that, as well as you also get some margin money. So why not go for more if you can earn more? I'll tell you what is the new SEBI's regulation about shares pledging. Earlier, what used to happen that whenever you used to pledge shares, these shares used to be debited from your demat account, and these shares used to go to your broker's account. And if you remember, there was a Carvi scam which happened because of all these things. In fact, I've covered the entire Carvi fraud case. You can definitely go and check this video later. So what is the new rule? New rule says that these shares will not get debited from your account. The shares will very much remain in your own account. So that's how the shares will something look like. It will just show that these are pledged, and you will not be able to sell these unless until you unpledge these shares. Now let's understand one or two more important points. Is there any cost involved in pledging of shares? Answer is yes. If I'm taking the example of Zerodha, you are charged an amount of 30 rupees plus GST per pledge request. Now what do you mean by per pledge request? So for example, I want to pledge my IRCTC shares. Okay. Is there only one share with me, or do I have 1000 shares, or do I have only 100 shares? Doesn't matter. Per pledge request is per individual, you can say a company's shares. Okay, so IRCTC, assume I pledge, that will be 30 plus GST. Assume I have Jubilant Foodworks and I want to put that on pledge, so it will be 30 for IRCTC, 30 for Jubilant, and obviously plus GST. Well, now that you have understood the cost of pledging, we must understand, is there any cost for unpledging of shares? There is no cost involved. That's a benefit, right? It's a one-time cost for pledging, no cost for unpledging. One more important point to be clarified, what about the corporate benefits? Just as an example, if a dividend is declared and my shares are pledged, then what? Still, you are entitled to those dividend. You will get that dividend because finally shares are in your account only. Okay, what about bonus? Same old story. Shares are in your demat account only. Will you be entitled to the bonus? Answer is yes. Now let's understand how to pledge your shares using Zerodha. You can check out here. I've logged into my account. What I have to click on is the account number and then go to console. Once you click on console, you will see an option known as portfolio. That's where you click on, and then tap on holdings, right? Once you click on holdings, just scroll down, and then you will see a list of whatever shares I hold, but I'm sure you won't be able to see the list because I've blurred out the screen, right? Whatever is the share that I'm going to pledge, I'll just click on that. So chalo, at least one share you can show them whatever I'm pledging. Okay, so right, so here I'm clicking on the SGB which I have in my portfolio. Don't ask how much, what, why, where. Okay, so I am pledging my SGBs. Then I'm clicking pledge for margin. Now it says quantity available is whatever, that also you are not going to see, but there is some quantity which is available. Very important. For stocks pledged before 4 p.m., collateral margin will be available on T plus 1. If I'm pledging before 4 p.m., I'll get the margin by tomorrow. Okay. If you can see here, cost for pledge 30 plus GST is what we have already discussed. One more important point which is mentioned towards the end is that you will receive an email from CDSL, okay, to authorize the pledge request. Please ensure to authorize the pledge before 7 p.m. to receive the margins from the next day. So once I pledge it here, in my registered email ID, I will get an email from CDSL which I'll have to just approve. Okay. Here, just down below, you can see a haircut. You remember haircut? Haircut is that whatever amount less I'm going to get. So assume I have SGB worth 100. Okay. Haircut is 10%. Means how much margin will I get? 90. Okay. So here I just enter the quantity that I have to pledge and I say submit. Once I say submit, it mentions that please pledge request for the SGB has been received. So I hope we have understood all the important concepts which are regarding pledging, margins, and so many more concepts in this video. If you feel that your friends, relatives should also be financial literate, please don't forget to share this video with your friends. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.